Good Sunday, everyone. June the 6th, 2021. This is just going to be on tropical weather for today as of now. Remember, I showed you this map in my last video right around this area when I said, is Bill going to be born? Well, this was on the first day of June, and the confidence was moderate. Now, this is from the Global Tropics Hazard and Benefit Outlook from the Climate Prediction Center. They're usually about 90% right. And as we look at the latest update 2 days ago on the 4th, confidence high that this is going to form right in here in the Caribbean and come up right around in Cuba. Now, Florida, you need to pay attention. Now, over at the National Hurricane Center map, in 5 days, no new tropical cyclones are expected for the Caribbean or the Gulf or the Atlantic, as you can see. But I have a feeling that's going to change, and I'm going to show you why. Once again, Florida, Georgia, other surrounding areas, you need to pay attention to what I'm going to show you in a few moments. Now, what's going on in the Eastern Pacific while we're over here? Well, as you can see, we've got 2 systems going on. Let's start with number 1 over here. It's showers and thunderstorms. They are becoming better organized, and it's all in association with this low pressure located about 450 miles south-southwest of Manzanillo, New Mexico. Now, in addition, the satellite images are suggesting that the low-level circulation is gradually becoming better defined. It's likely going to become a tropical depression some point today while it moves slowly westward, and the environmental conditions are expected to become a little less conducive for additional development in a couple of days. Right now, 2 days 90, 5 days 90. We'll keep our eyes on this. Now we have disturbance number 2. It's a broad trough of low pressure. Now it is expected to form also a couple of 100 miles south of the coast of El Salvador and Guatemala in a few days. Now, gradual development of this system is possible thereafter. It's going to drift northwestward through the end of next week. Right now, it's at 0 in 2 days, and in 5 days, it has a 30% chance of development. Now, I've been watching all this stuff for a couple of days, folks, and yes, the GFS is not the best model. That's why I always go back and check and see what's going on with the European model. Sometimes this model, the GFS, runs a little fast. But if I see any signs that this might actually happen, maybe it's a few days slower, maybe it's a few days faster, but if there's any sign of comparison with other models, I always like to let you know what's going on. Now, I'm not saying that Florida's going to have a tropical storm or a hurricane, but it looks like there is a chance. I just showed you what the global forecast was looking like. That is always 90% or higher right. It's got it forming. And as you can see, around the 15th of this month, not this week, but next week, right down in here, we've got something forming. Now, we're going to check this out on the European model. You can see it's coming up right on the edge of Cuba, right down in here. Now, a lot of things can happen. A whole lot of things can happen. We have this big Bermuda high out here, but we have a low that's going to happen and come around and push this, and it's going to make this high change, okay? Now, you see it right down here coming off Cuba. Now, this right here, it had a chance to form, but the high got in the way. I'm glad the high did, or this would have formed and come up to my house. But I think this will just dissipate and turn into nothing. But anything is possible. Now you see it's creeping up, moving along. We're up to the 16th now. The barometric pressure 971 millibars. Look how tight the isobars are. Something is forming there. Tropical storm. Don't know how severe. It's too far to tell. And like I say, something may happen and this may not happen. But it is showing up on the European model. Not like this, but it's still there with the same sign. So we'll click on through. And you can see by the 17th, it is right over Florida. Right over Florida. Like Tampa, Sebring, all you guys, it's right over there. Now, as we click on through, it affects Georgia. It affects parts of southern South Carolina. Then it moves on through South Carolina and up into Tennessee. But it should be just a low pressure by that time, dumping a lot of rain. Now let's go over to the European model. This is why I'm telling you to pay attention. This only goes through the 15th, where the GFS goes on further out, as you know. But this only goes to the 15th. But on the 15th, on the GFS model, like I showed you, it had started to form right on the western edge of Cuba coming up into the Gulf, and there it is right there. Well, check out the gust of wind in it, 39 miles per hour. So it's a tropical storm at this point. The waters in here are very, very warm. Now, once again, a lot of stuff can happen. Here's this big old Bermuda high right here. But we have a low here that's going to push it. This low is going to come down and push it. And then we have these smaller highs that don't amount to a whole lot, that's not going to do anything. Now, when these push this looking like it's going to push the high just far enough off the coast of Florida that these may have an effect with a low right here that's going to help pull it up also. Now, I can't stress enough, I'm not saying you're going to have one, but there's a very, very good chance that this could be Bill. I want to thank Levi over at Tropical Tidbits for letting us use this, and I appreciate it. And once again, on the 15th, Tuesday, we really need to pay attention and see if this does come up like everything is indicated. I've checked on the HWWRF map. I've checked on a lot of maps, and this thing is showing up. Now, whether it's going to materialize or not, I don't know. It's too far out to tell. But I'm putting this up this morning. If it does do what it looks like it may do, you have a whole week to prepare. So here's the 15th again, as you see on the timestamp. And you saw on the European model on the 15th, it didn't have it as a low yet. But these are a couple of days apart, okay? These two graphics, and usually the GFS runs a little faster. But it is showing up on the European model as I just showed you. Here's the 16th. It's moving on up. If they keep kind of getting together and being realistic about this, it's showing up on both of them. More than likely something will form, and it is on the global map also. So, please pay attention. Please stay safe. I'll keep you up to date on all of this stuff. Have yourself a good day, a safe day, a blessed day. Thank you so much for watching.